I'm saying hello today on February 13th, 2010 from a very interesting place in Morelia, Michoacan, Mexico. With me is my local expert Rodrigo Munoz, and we are in the Candy Museum, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically an 18th century house,
mm-hmm.
and it was a private home
mm-hmm.
originally, and but not a very long time ago they decided to use it for another purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're in the Candy Museum, and a place dedicated exclusively to show the people how was Morelia in the 19th century.
Mm-hmm.
For example, they have several pictures in this room that were taken at the end of the night. Some of them, most of these pictures were taken at the beginning and mid 20th century.
Mm-hmm.
And they show us a little bit the way Morelia was, because it has changed a lot.
Okay.
A lot. You know, for example, Morelia in 1985 to 1985, just to give you one example, was 250,000 people. Today, 2010, it's 1.5 million people.
So in 85?
1985.
So 25 years ago, it was only 250,000.
Exactly.
Wow, it's grown a lot. How come?
It's grown very fast. And it's still growing. I mean, every day is growing a little bit more.
That's huge growth.
These pictures, they show us this old Morelia. That it was beautiful, but it's Morelia that won't.
It won't return. Yeah, exactly.
So
although a lot of the buildings,
pictures we can show the people
what it used to look like.
Morelia. It's still beautiful. But in these days, in those days,
yeah,
it was
a truly
magic.
Colonial city.
It was magic. Yeah, truly colonial city.
Very wealthy city, right? You were telling me that some very wealthy upper class families settled here in Morelia. Why were they so wealthy, and why did they choose Morelia?
Probably, I would say the area, the geographic situation of the city, because there's a lot of water in the around. We have a couple of rivers coming across the city, and it was all woods, it was all forest, so it was a very green area.
Yes.
And it's exactly between Guadalajara and Mexico City.
Halfway.
Exactly, halfway.
So about 2-3 hours either way. You've got the
Today,
two.
Yes.
You've got the two big cities of Mexico.
Yeah, well, back in the 40s, 1540, 1545, it was 6 hours driving.
Oh, I would think so. Yeah.
7 hours driving.
For sure.
But today it's very short. I mean, it's 2.5 hours to Mexico City and 2.5 hours to Morelia.
Exactly.
To Guadalajara. So we're right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Who's this gentleman here that's so prominently featured?
Virrey Antonio de Mendoza. Antonio Mendoza was the first viceroy of Mexico.
Okay.
And actually he decided to found the city in May 18, 1541. Actually he's considered the best viceroy of Mexico.
Oh yeah? Viceroy was basically the envoy by the Spanish crown who was looking...
The personal representative of the king.
Of the king.
Exactly.
Mexico. And he was governing...
The highest authority in the New Spain.
Okay. So there was one viceroy for all of Mexico, or for each region of Mexico?
No, for all the New Spain.
For all of New Spain.
Do you remember Mexico was divided into provinces?
Okay.
The province of Michoacan, the province of Nueva Galicia, which is Guadalajara, the province of Mexico, the province of Guanajuato, province of Texas, California.
That all used to be part of Mexico.
Exactly. California, Texas, New Mexico,
Nevada,
and Utah
were part of Mexico at that point.
Antonio Mendoza was the
head of all of that.
Head of all of
that was a huge country, actually.
It was a huge country.
Yeah, and when did that end with the, I guess, Mexican-American War?
Basically, it was a long process, basically, but 1847.
1847
was when basically Mexico lost.
Took its present shape. Okay, very good. So, where are we headed now, Rodrigo?
We're going to the kitchen.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.